Wow, finally time. We've all had our COVID stuff, and after 3 years, it's time to hit the road. So yeah, during COVID, we've been anticipating for this road trip a long time already, and now it's finally time to follow the ocean down and basically go all the way to Fujian. So on this road trip, it will be Rainy, me, and our little doggy friend Ethan. And we also got her parents and her mom's sister that has come along with us on the ride. So her mom's sister and her husband. So basically the 6 of us. And south we go because we kind of don't really want to stay too long in the north because it's cold and there's not much to do really. After our dinner, we decided to go and have a look around. Like there's all these canals and very much of an ancient old town. So we're like, okay, why don't we just go there and have a look? And you come across like this Marco Polo statue. It's pretty interesting. And you have like all these streets that you can just wander around through at night. It really, really feels like a lovely place. This place called Shou is kind of like a skinny West Lake, so just the same as Hangzhou, which also has a West Lake. You see all this beautiful, more southern kind of like design and bridges. Yangzhou is actually a very interesting place. Apparently it's already like since the 5th century BC, and this place has really maintained its character from lovely parks and old architecture. Hi G, And I think for me it's kind of like the south is really just like there's so many gardens, there's a lot of water, you got like these cool little Chinese ancient boats looking like that are just crossing over and going by. It's really, really a peaceful place. So yeah, please have a look and enjoy the park. Feeling of spring, it's just been so nice. It's like, wow, what a nice day. And we're now off back to the town again, so we can see and explore a little bit more. So yeah, we're back in town again, and now it's I just feel like I need to go and walk around and check out these little streets and little alleyways, because when you drive through, it's like, wow, this place actually seems very old. And then most of the so-called familiar places or known places, they're all kind of like on the main roads, right? Let me just walk around. And then when you walk through here, there's like a water wheel. These streets here are so narrow, and it's kind of like you have like these different designs of houses. Some are just relatively new, some are just like really old, and it's just like, I don't know, to me it feels like I'm really in the south, but then there's still some parts of the north. It's a very interesting place. Wow. Alright dudes, hit me up with some of this ganja. So ganja is like sugar cane. I always love this word. You pronounce it a little bit different and look what you got.
Ah, 盖子不用了吧？我这个这样的拿着，谢谢。
Yeah, most of us, we've heard about the Yellow River or the Yangtze River or whatever, and it's just like this one separates north and south. So if you drive over it, then it all becomes green. Really like you're basically driving over a bridge that separates the north and the south. So the north they have heating in the house and in the south they don't. And then you go and drive into the south and it's green everywhere. Let's roll back to the township and get some food along the way so we can have some dinner in our lovely villa and chill for the night. Right, so the next leg is going to Chongqing, which is a big town. There's some lovely villages next to it that we really want to go and see, so we make our way out to there. And pretty much anywhere where you walk, you find like these boxes or any kind of little greenery that the people basically plant to sustain themselves with their vegetables and whatnot. So this place kind of looks like you're bordering in between. There's some south architecture and then there's like some northern architecture with more of the gray and the colorless expressions. And then like later once you actually go and have a look inside, this is going to be like, oh wow, you know, so this is how the people live. Here, come have a look. Yeah, these houses are beautiful. When you walk into kind of like the front door, there's like this lovely garden, and then you arrive at kind of like the house entrance. That's where you then walk in. You obviously have to step over that barrier there. And there's kind of a water system that whenever it rains in the summer, it just can flood itself away. And there's a kind of very open space living room that is just outside. So here's also no heating. And there's all this water kind of like flow system so that when it does rain in the summer, that it just basically goes away. And then they have like their own little internal garden. And then there's like you walk to the outside or to the back, and then there's like a little bit of a pond where they hold their own duckies. And wow, you know, what a place. It almost feels like we're time traveling if you just look at like the buildings and just like how the people live here, and you can even like go into the houses and it's just like wow, you know, like what a place. Like all this architecture in this place looks so old, you know, but the people, they seem to be quite happily living in here and still have their traditions and their whatever barber shops, water wells, you name it, you know. Anyway, we're calling it a night. I'll see you tomorrow. Come to think about, this is how the people lived and still live, and it looks like, wow, what a historical place, but actually this is kind of like very normal and recent, how basically people live. And then there was kind of like the big move that everybody started to move to the cities, and then the cities got like apartments and everything got constructed, but this is just as raw and as real as China basically can be. Road trip, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of different architecture and villages that we're going to see, just because pretty much each region has their own design, has their own kind of ways of living. What a delight seeing these trees. They're like 600 years old. It's just like, whoa, that's incredible. And they're still there, you know? And they're obviously becoming like more of a holy structure for the people living there. So just to kind of give you a comparison, that's how a village looks. And then here you have the city in the back. Make sure to follow us to the coast for some cool fishermen villages.